Hello, 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 hello. Welcome everybody, welcome. This is the all signs reading for, well, I'm going to say about March 13th of 2024. This is a reading for everyone to understand about what's happening, what's the results, and I might clarify about the cards, what they're happening, if it's reversed or if it's not reversed, it's gonna be upright. Um, so, this is how it's going to be. Basically, it's going to be step by step to know what's happening and knowing about what the results are and stuff. So, keep in mind about that. But anyway, yeah, so give this video a like, give it a comment if you want. This is how it is. So, if you are enjoying about this, this is how it seems to be. And this is a very welcoming, inter way of how it is, right? Because this is a midweek, um, midday situation of how this all science reading is going to go. So I'm going to clarify what's happening, and we're going to go from all the results of you know from earth signs, fire signs, air signs, water signs. We're going to check those out. This is a way of, there's going to be no timestamps whatsoever, just to let you all know about that. But anyway, that's how it is. So this is how it seems to be, knowing about that and encouraged about that as well. So give this video a like, give it a comment, and understand about that perfectly well. Okay. So our first one is the chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction. Moon and Virgo, contentment. So we're going to look at that to see what's happening on the Virgo side, what's happening towards, the daily routine, knowing what's happening through the results, knowing what's going on, and let's see what's happening through, how it is. Okay, so you will see the cards eventually, but let's see how it is. Let's get started. All right, so this is how I'm going to see how this is. Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups that's reversed. We have the Hangman that's reversed. Okay, so there's no restrictions, there's nothing. But there are results that yes, Virgo, you are basically, thinking about Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. You could be thinking about another fire sign, so Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You could be thinking about another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your birth chart. But anyway, you could be understanding about that. Now, there is results about knowing what to do. It's the way of how this is very the way of how everything is, right? Based on how it goes, based on how clarity it is, knowing that this is a very fine lining and very opportunity that seems to be, right? And you know how that is. So I'm going to clarify. Let's see. Clarify the Eight of Cups. Clarify the Hangman. So let's see. Okay, so the Queen of Wands is upright. So you could be a working woman. Maybe you could be understand about that. Maybe you could be a cat lady. Maybe you could be not. You could be thinking about that as well. And the Four of Pentacles is upright. Okay, so you could be understanding that, this is how you can try to knowing about how it is, knowing about how this is very significant on this reading goes, this is a way of how you can understand it, because when I think about this, I think that this is a very staggering situation. Okay, it's staggering, and it's a 50-50 chance whether it seems to be good or bad, but the results, right, Virgo? Everything has to be all great and satisfactory, but this is how it is, right? There's a way of knowing what to do, only you have to dignify that, right? You have to know what's happening. You know how it is, right? So you understand about that, okay? All right? So just remember how that goes, okay? Next one. Success after a setback. Eclipse in Sagittarius gross. Let's see. Let's see what results for Sagittarius, shall we? So I'm just going to do this. Shuffle the cards, see what happens. So we have, okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles that's reversed, followed by the Two of Cups reversed. Oh boy. We have the Chariot that's upright. Wow. We have the Temperance card that's upright, followed by the King of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so this is a very interesting reading about how it goes. This is a very setback interpretation of how it seems to be Sagittarius. You know how it is, right? But there are results that you can be considering. Considering the options, considering how everything is, right? It's almost like a setback. And when you have a setback, you know exactly what you're going to do. So let's see. Let's see between the Seven Pentacles and the Two Cups. What's opposite of that, please? The Queen of Swords. That's great. So you could be, noticing that there is a way of knowing what to do. Like you already found love. You already know that there's a partnership. You don't need a partner anymore because you probably found your soulmate. The Chariot can be maybe that you are in love with somebody, and it's kind of true about that, right? But this is how it is, right? Because you have to remember that this is a almost like a fear factor, but it's not really, right? Let's see what's opposite about that card, please. The Knight of Fire is passionate, adventurous, self-assured, restless. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. Yeah, exactly. That's how it is, right? Because you know that you could be adventurous, maybe you could be assured, maybe you could be restless, passionate. You do whatever you decide to do, right? It's the way how you can be optimistic, but understand that everything has to be all gray and dandy, right? Everything has to be all good, right? Because this is not a wild child situation, Sagittarius. This is how it goes, right? If you put yourself out there and you know what to do, you know exactly what's happening, because there's a way of knowing what to do, and you know about those results, you know how everything is, but that's how it is, right? You believe what's happening, and that's how it is, okay? So just go with the flow. That's all you can do, okay? That's all you can do. Next one. A change in your emotional life. Moon and Scorpio transformation. Yeah. Let's see what's happening over here. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so we have the Eight Cups is upright, followed by the King of Swords is upright. Oh boy, wow. The Knight of Swords is upright. Wow. Justice is upright. Wow. And the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, well, all right. So this is how I'm trying to say wow. I'm wowing about the King of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Justice. You know, Scorpio, there are times where you do exactly what you can and understand that. But then you realize that, yes, your career isn't working out. You don't have a career, but then you look at how you can manifest that. Manifesting is a wonderful kind and, you know, how it is, but then you look at it and say, okay, well, what's happening? Okay. Now, you can think about that. You can think about how the results are, right? Because the results are like 50-50, right? They are, right? So you look at it as a wonderful feeling, but then you look at this card saying, what's going on, right? So let's see. Let's see how this is going to play out for you, Scorpio. And then I'll clarify the other all signs cards that are coming up after Scorpio. Just to let you all know. Let's see. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so the Eight of Wands is reversed, which means that you're not traveling. Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, you're not traveling. Um, hmm. You know, there is a time where you're trying to do what you can. Let's see. What's opposite about the Eight of Wands? Okay, the Tower that's reversed. Okay, so you don't have any chaos. Okay. Is there anything else that I want to clarify? Is there any setbacks? The Four of Air, time to rest or take vacation, allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. Okay, yeah, so you could be having your time away from, it could be your friends, it could be your family members, it could be, you need to have a rest. Maybe you can just clear your mind and think, you know, um, because there are possibilities out there, Scorpio. And, what I mean is by that is like, you take a break until you move forward. You wait for stop. You're waiting for that intersection to go, but you're waiting, right? And you're waiting at a stoplight, and you're waiting until the green is go, and that's how it is, right? So if you just go like meditation, breathe out, then you know exactly what to do, right? Because you have to go with the flow. Slow and steady wins the race. That's all you can do, Scorpio, because you have to keep going and you have to know what's happening. That's how it is. Okay? So you can do it, Scorpio. You can do it. Okay? This is how it seems to be. Okay? Next one. A sensitive, introspective phase. Moon in Cancer, belonging. Ah, yeah. What are you belonging? That's a good question, isn't it? Yeah. What are you belonging? Okay, so the sun that's reversed. Oh boy. The hangman that's upright. Oh boy, wow. Page of Cups that's reversed. Followed by the Eight of Swords is reversed. And you have the King of Pentacles that's upright. Okay, so You could be working, um, but there are results that, this is kind of finicky. The card, the Page of Cups, and the Eight of Swords reversed. This is very finicky energy, right? Because now it's the time where you have to think things clearly of how you can do that. Um, there are possibilities that you can think about that, right? Because this is how it is, right? So let's see. So I'm going to clarify the Sun card, clarify the Page of Cups, clarify the Eight of Swords. Let's see. Queen of Swords is upright. Okay. So you could be maybe a man or a woman in this situation, Cancer. The Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands is upright. Not the Knight of Swords, but it's how it is, right? Um, because you're probably having victory on your side. And this one over here, you have the Six of Wands. That's upright. Okay, so you could be following, um, you know, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius in that some way. You have restrictions, but you do what you can, but you're trying to make yourself happy and this is how it is, right? Because it's the matter of feeling of knowing what to do, but exactly how this is, right? Because this is not a no turning back situation. This is not. But then you have to remember that there are things that you must learn first. And, you go for the lesson, you learn about something, and that's how it is, Cancer. There are things that you must learn in order to do so, right? I'm not telling you what to do. No, I'm just a reader that's telling you what's happening. And, you get to know what's happening. But that's how it is, okay? On to the next one. A change of heart. Eclipse in Taurus. Re-evaluation. Ah, yeah, let's see. Let's see. This is very interesting of how it is, right? Because you know what's happening, right? Because you're trying to be happy and knowing that you can do this and understand what's happening, right? So let's see what for you, Taurus. Okay, so the Six of Swords is upright, followed by, wow, the Ten of Cups reversed. Oh boy. The Two of Cups is upright, followed by the Ten of Wands is reversed, and you have the Seven of Pentacles that's upright. Okay, so there are several things that you're trying to work on. Um, the Ten of Cups, you had everything, but then you lost everything. Um, you're trying to build up the courage to understand what's happening, right? Because you're not being you know, being humble or being encouraged by a lion or something like that. So you have to remember that you have to believe in yourself. Like, yes, you have the Two of Cups represent, friendship and love and, you know, partnership, whatever you decide to do. But then you have to realize that this is a understanding about what's happening and, who's doing this and what's going on. And, you have, Taurus, you have the five W's, and I'll tell you all who, what, where, when, why, and sometimes how in that situation. Taurus. There are things that you must learn in order to do it, right? This is how it's going to be clear. And this is how it's going to be very interesting of how it is, right? This is a way of knowing what to do, right? And this is how it's going to be. It has to be based on how it is. It has to be honoring about how it is, and that's how it needs to be. But let me clarify about what the cards are going to be doing, okay? So let me clarify, because I'm going to clarify the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Wands, because this is interesting, because you have the Six of Swords is upright, you have the Two of Cups is upright, you have the Seven of Pentacles that's representing your career. Uh, so, this is a very significant way. And let's see. So you have the Tower that's reversed, means that you don't have any chaos right now. And you have Eight of Cups that's reversed. So you are trying to not, like you already have a career. That's all I'm gonna say. But then I don't get it where you have this tower that's reversed. What's thoughts about that, please? And Page of Swords is upright. Okay. Alright. And oh, the King of Wands that's reversed. Something is not right here. Something's not right. Because if there's something right, then I'll tell you, but something isn't right. I'm going to clarify about that King of Wands. The Nine of Wands is upright. Yeah, so you could be... Uh, you have to know exactly what's happening, right? Um, you're waiting for something that's happening, something that's going to clear up. Um, but you have to know exactly what's happening because here and now, you have to believe about that, right? You have to think about what's happening and what's going on, and if you see it as a wonderful feeling, because this is how it is, right? This is a way of how everything is, right? It's like a connection, and you have to be connected in order to understand that, right? This is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to be understanding, but this is how it seems to be, okay? So, way to go, Taurus. Know exactly what you're doing, just keep it up, okay? Because now I know that this is a proceeding way of believe that you can do it as long as you need to, right? Because this has to remember that everything has to be all clearly to understand. So just do that, okay? On to the next one. Your inner wild child awakens. Moon Aquarius, free spirit. Ah, yeah, let's see. Let's see if you're gonna have a free spirit. Let's see. Let's see if you have good results. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so the Ten of Pentacles, that's reversed. Alright, the Ten of Cups is upright. Wow. Two of Cups reversed. Wow. A Ten of Wands is upright. Followed by the Sun card, that's upright. Okay, so this is very significant reading. Now the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Cups reversed. There's something that isn't right here because you have the Seven of Pentacles is like where you are already have a career, you're already done with your career, you're working on something else, right? This is how it is. Secondly, about the Two of Cups is like you were having a friendship, but then you're not having a friendship. Like maybe you're probably unmarried, maybe you could be divorced, maybe there was something that was very significant on how that goes. I don't know, but there are things that you're trying to consider, and you have to consider the options here. It's a way of acknowledging about what's happening. So I want to clarify Ten Pentacles and clarify the Two of Cups. Five of Swords is upright. Wow. So you could be having conflict. That's very interesting. Having conflict is a no-no, but then you have to try to figure out what's happening. You're trying to get along from that. What's the next one? Four of Cups is upright. Yeah, so you could be thinking about Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer in that situation. But yeah, you're having a conflict, and when you're having conflict, it's basically like you're trying to, say to your partner, let's say you're, a mom and dad situation, and then you're having a son that's actually, your son, and let's say you're asking your son about doing something, but then you're having conflict with your son. Now, having conflict is basically very, you know, um, disheartening, right? And when you have conflict, you're trying to get along, you're trying to get what's happening, right? Having conflict kind of sucks, really. And you have to believe about that, Aquarius. There are things that you're trying to decide. And whether you do or not, you have to remember that this is a very high critical situation, okay? If you have to remember that there are things that you must learn, go ahead, you know, learn something, do something. But when you are having conflict with, your son, no, whoever you are dealing with, don't do that because it will destroy. And if you destroy, then your son will think, what's going on with my parents? What's happening, right? And you have to remember that, right? Because you have to know about boundaries, and that's how it is, right? This is how it seems to be. All right, so this is how it is. Next one. Serve your higher purpose. Eclipse in Pisces. Free will. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. What are the results? Five of Pentacles is upright. All right. Oh wow, the Judgment, that's reversed. Wow, the Temperance, that's reversed. Chariot is reversed. And the Nine of Swords reversed. Okay, so this is very finicky too. You have at least one, two, three, four reverse cards and one upright. Now, I'm happy about this card because yes, you're trying to not to have problems to have money. But then you have to decide about what's happening. Now, I'm going to try to see how this is going to play out. So let's see. Let's see. Let's have a say about the Judgment, Temperance, Chariot, Swords. And let's see. The World that's reversed. Okay, so you have incomplete. There's something that's bad, right? There, you're failed at something. Next one. You have the Strength card. It's upright. So you, basically, you are having strength because, well, that's how it is, right? Next one. The Wheel of Fortune is upright, which means you're going to have good luck on your side right now. That's a possibility, right? And this one over here, Two of Cups, that's reversed. Okay, so it kind of reminds me where, you have a push and pull situation where it could be where you were having, a friendship with somebody, but then you don't want to have a friendship. Or it could be that you had a relationship with somebody, maybe it didn't work out, but you have luck on your side. You have good luck on your side. You know, um, maybe you gotta fix it. Maybe you gotta know that you could turn things around. You have to remember that this is how it is. This is a way of knowing what to do, but this is how it's gonna play out. Let's see. Let's see what's the opposite of the World and Two of Cups. And let's see. The Two of Air. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate. Pretending there is no problem. Alright, that's fine if you say so, Pisces. You know that, there's pretending that there is no problem. Yeah, okay, I get it, right? But then it's not okay, right? Because it doesn't look very, very good. It's not good. And let's see. You have the Wheel of Archangel Michael is a time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. Didn't I say about good luck on your side? So you have good luck over here, good luck over here. Okay, so if you change that Two of Cups around and you put it into an upright position, then you know that you could have your friendship back or your relationship back, whatever you decide to do, right? Um, because you have to know that this has to play out. Um, it's the way of how it is, right? Because you have to remember that you believe in what you're happening, believe about how everything is and how it connects. That's how it seems to be. Okay? Because if you're saying to me they're pretending that there's no problem, there is a problem because you have to turn this is upright, but right now you got reversed right here. Right? And you gotta change that around. Okay? Like I'm not, you know, being all angry and upset with you, Pisces, but you have to remember that you have to go with the flow. A few more. We got should I stay or go? Moon and Gemini, indecision. Ah, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what's based on here. So we have the Two of Cups that's reversed, followed by Ten of Wands is upright. Alright. Ten of Pentacles that's reversed. Two of Wands is upright, and the Queen of Swords is upright. Okay, so you could be dealing with fire signs. You could be dealing with another air sign, as in Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this is, yeah, see, there's no friendship, right? You could be divorced by somebody. You don't have a career. That kind of sucks, isn't it? Yeah. But let's see. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what are the results. And let's see. The world that's upright because you're gonna have like everything is completed, right? And I'm happy for you. But then it's like everything kind of changes, right? And what's this one? Two of Cups is upright. Yeah, see, this is the thing that you have a Two of Cups that's reversed here, right? Because you have no, friendship, no relationship. That's over here. But then when I clarify this card as your Seven of Pentacles that's reversed, you have the Two of Cups is upright here, which means that you do have a friendship relationship with somebody. So yes, everything has to be all clarified, but then you know that there is something that's wrong here, right? Now, I'm going to see that card. Let's see. It says Two of Air. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision, stalemate, pretending there is no problem. Ah, I see. I see what I'm going to tell you, Gemini. So you are pretending that there is no problem. I get it. But you have to remember that you have to have clarity. Knowing about how it is and knowing that if you have a relationship with somebody, a friendship with somebody, you look at that and think, okay, well, everything seems to be fine. Yes, it is. But then you think, well, there's no problem. And then you're saying, okay, well, it's not okay because you sound like there's something wrong. And Gemini, there is something wrong, right? Because when you look back at the way of how the friendship is, when I clarified that friendship card, and it was by the world card, you have completion. That's fine. But then you get to realize that you have no friendship, and that turned away. And now the card is saying for the Two of Air is saying pretending there is no problem. Exactly, right? But there is a problem here. There is a problem. When I clarify the Seven of Pentacles and it comes into the Two of Cups, represents relationship, friendship, now you know that everything seems to be fine. Look at it that way, okay? I just helped you out between, a Gemini situation, okay? Now, this is like you're going to say hallelujah, in some way. But then you have to remember that there are things that you're trying to consider. Have your own way of knowing what to do, right? And this is how it is. It's a way of how you can understand and what's happening, and that's how it is, right? But you have to go with the flow, okay? Because you have to go with the flow. That's all you can do. Bring peace to your life and your relationship will flourish. Moon in Libra, love. Let's see. Let's see about the love doctor. Yeah, see if there's a love doctor. Funny. But this is how it is. Knowing about how are these results are, knowing what's happening. Let's see. Okay, the Lovers is upright, yeah. The Wands reversed with one. Knight of Cups is upright. Hierophant is upright. And the Three of Wands reversed. Okay, so this is a good way. You're getting the Lovers card because you're in love with somebody, Libra. But see, I don't understand about the Queen of Wands reversed and the Three of Wands reversed. Is you had a third party, but then you're taking that out. You're not a working person, I believe. But you have to remember that you have Victor on your side. Whenever I look at the Hierophant, I look at where people are, looking at you, waiting for what you're going to do next, right? So there is something that's happening here. Let's see. Let's see if I'm going to get something here, which means that clarifies this card and this card. Nine of Wands, that's reversed. Okay. And let's see. Page of Pentacles, that's reversed. There's something happening. Let's see. The world that you have completion and Two of Cups is upright. Yeah. Yes, it is involving friendship. Friendship or relationship? Yeah, see, this does make sense now. Because when it was reversed here and reversed here, that doesn't make any sense. But then you look at this and you clarify, this does make sense. Yeah, because the cards don't lie. But in a way, I'm just letting you know, Libra, that you have to remember that there are lots of things they are learning and you do, right? Because you're accepting of what's happening and this is how it is, right? So, yeah, I'm happy for you. Just keep it up. Second of the last one. Let your inner hero out. Moon in Leo. Heroism. Ah, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I never shuffle this big before. So you have the Four of Swords reversed. Three of Pentacles is upright. Wow. The Ten of Pentacles, that's reversed. King of Pentacles is upright. And then Yeah, the Page of Cups reverse. Okay, so this is a way of acknowledging that you have a third party in your picture. Yeah, see? But this is a very way of how it is. Because you have the Four of Swords that's reversed because you're not resting. You have the Ten of Pentacles that's reversed because you had your career, but then everything is all, you know, bad. But then you have the Page of Cups that's reversed. Like there's something that's annoying you. So let's see. Let me clarify. Page of Pentacles is upright. Okay. Nine of Wands is upright. So it could represent you, uh, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. The Hermit is upright. Okay, so you could be think that you're looking for a soulmate, but this is a very interesting way. So I want to see this. The world is incomplete. Ah, I see. Ah, Two of Cups is first, yeah, because you lost a friendship. Now you have a Death card that represents Scorpio. Okay. So you're thinking that everything is incompleted and you're losing the friendship because if you could be a working person, that's in the King of Pentacles here, and you have a third party. Yeah, see, you try to not have against that some person. And if it represents Scorpio, you're trying to not categorize him. Like you don't want to. What I mean by that word is integrarizing, which means that you don't want to put anything that is conflict, right? Because you have to think. You have to remember that there are things that you're trying to consider, right? And you have to remember that. Because this is not a play-by-play situation. This is not how it goes because you have to think about that. Like, what's the world card and what's the Two of Cups? Like, I want to clarify. The Six of Earth is gifts of money, time or effort, new career opportunities, recovering a loan or paying off debts. Okay, all right. So that's why everything was incomplete. Okay, so you could be recovering a loan or paying off debts. Yeah, that's very kind of interesting about that. And this one is Two of Earth. Is too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. Yeah, exactly. Yes. It seems that too much going on at once. Yeah, because if you were having a hectic week or anything like that and you don't want to, understand about that, you have to remember that you have to maintain it. Maintain is a wonderful feeling, but you have to think and knowing about what's happening. This is not like a playboy situation. This is not how it is. No. But you have to believe about that. You have to go with the flow and understand about that. Slow and steady wins the race. But You're halfway there to your to the big finale of the finish line, but you're not there. You just keep plugging along, and that's fine. It is Leo, but we have to think things clearly to understand about what's happening. Read between the lines, knowing what's happening. You know, it's not always about you. It could be the other person. You never know, but that's how it is. All right, we're almost done. We're gonna do one more reading, and then I'll do a big finale. And I never do lots of cards, but out it. Okay. Last one. Believe in yourself. Moon and Aries. Courage. Let's see. Let's see if you're gonna be the Carly the lion or not. Not to be rude or mean, but let's see. Okay, so the magician is upright. The tower is upright. Oh boy. The six of wands reversed. Justice is reversed. And the eight of cups is reversed. Okay, so there is something that you're trying to discover, and you're trying to be as one of a kind, and you're doing okay. But there are things that you're trying to consider, knowing that there are options here, knowing that there is something that's going on, but then you're going with the beginning, right? Beginning, having chaos, whoop de doo. But there is something wrong to this. So let's see. I want to clarify. And that's card that you had a beginning, but now you're having no ending, right? Because it's still circulating. You have the world that's upright because you have a completion, and you have the two of cups that's reversed. So there's no friendship here. So there is something that's kind of interesting about it. Let's see. Let's see. And we have the Ten of Cups that's reversed. Okay, so you're not losing your career or anything like that. Hmm. You have the Four of Swords is upright because you're resting. Yeah, because you're taking a break. You don't know what to do. I still want to clarify. Clarify the Ten of Cups. Eight of Pentacles that's reversed. Okay. Anything else that represents that? The Four of Wands is reversed. Okay. So you're not, you already could be already married. Is there something that's very finicky with this? Let's see. The Six of Earth. Give some money, time, or effort. New career opportunities, recovering a loan, or paying off debts. Okay. That could be in the moment of time, because this is a very way of how it is. Um, this is how it seems to be, because this is the way of how it goes. Um, considering your own options, considering about how it seems to be, knowing that there's a way of going, that this is how it is, right? So you have to go with the flow. That's all you can do. Okay, Aries? Alright, so normally I don't do this long reading. Um, but that's kind of like the end of the all signs reading. So I'm going to tell you this. So right now, I'm going to I'm going to tell you about the oracle cards, and then I'll do this big huge reading, and then this is how it is, okay? Because this is how it seems to be. Um, this is how it kind of is at the moment, and then this is how it is, okay? So the first card that I'm going to tell you is humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Humor is basically kind of interesting where you're making yourself happy, you're making yourself laugh. This is how it is, right? So you're trying to do what you can, but this is how it seems to be, okay? Secondly, happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. That's a good result too, because being happy is a wonderful feeling rather than being sad, rather than being depressed. That's kind of negative, right? And lastly is loneliness. I know that I am never alone. True. Yeah. Because, you're not the only one that's being alone, but a lot of people could be being alone. You never know that, right? So you're trying to have a good time, and this is how it is. So this is what's going on. This is how I have for you. And I'm going to see the big finale. And let's see. Let's see about the oracle cards that I showed you. Humor, happiness, and loneliness. We're going to see how that goes. This is how it is. Okay? One more. So we're going to see on how this big reading goes. I never did this long reading before, this big reading, but I want to see if everything does make sense. See how all the readings are going to be accepting of how this is, and let's see if all my viewers will like this as well. because let's see if it's gonna help you, or if it's not, or if there's a way of understanding that. Let's see. So this is what I have for you. You have the King of Swords reversed, you have the Knight of Swords reversed, but this is very interesting. You have the Five of Wands is upright, Three of Wands is upright, Knight of Wands is upright, Queen of Wands is upright. Like this is a lot of fire signs here. So, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But see, I don't get it where you have the Knight of Swords reversed and then you have the King of Swords reversed. You know, there's something that you're trying to realize. There's something, okay? And you want to have something rather than having nothing, right? And you have to remember that this is a very critical situation where you're trying to decide what's happening. And there are two sides of a story here. Because you have a third party here, you don't know what to do. You could be making money, you could be, but there are things that you're trying to consider. Is you're trying to have victory on your side, and when you have victory, you do, right? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what's the opposite of King of Swords for this interesting reading. Four of Wands is upright, okay, and Ten of Cups is upright. Okay, so now you have at least nine zodiac signs. Now you have, basically you have nine zodiac signs. So you have fire signs, right? You have all fire signs here, and then you have the Ten of Cups that represents Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So you could be getting married, right? There could be things that you're trying to consider, but there's a way of how, if this relates to you, if you're being, having loneliness, having happiness, and having at least, humor, you have to remember that. You have to remember that there are things that you're trying to consider. And when you do, you do, right? This is like, a high pressuring point where you have to remember that there are things that you're trying to learn. And if you're learning about another person, another partner, another whoever you're trying to do, you know, this is how it is. Because this is how it seems to be. This is how you can be played out, you know? And, let's face it, like, whenever you're getting married, there are things that you're trying to do, right? Getting married is a happy feeling, but then it's sad, right? So it's like you're trying to remember that this is how you're going to do what you can and to understand about how this is it. Because this is not a play-by-play situation, it's not. But you have to remember that this is a very significant way of how it goes. Believe me, this is almost like a give and take situation. I'm giving you this reading and you're paying attention to it, right? And if you're married or not married, but there are things that you're trying to remember, right? You have to focus on your career. You have to focus on your family, Think about having kids. Think about not having kids, But you have to remember that there's lots of ways to understand about that, right? You have to look at the here, now, and your future. Maybe there are things that you're trying to remember that, right? Because there's a story from start, middle, and end. You know, it's honestly a preview. Only you have to remember that you have to believe about how everything is. Everything has to be all great and all graceful. And It's just how it is. So we're almost done with this reading. But I want to clarify, right? The Five of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Three of Wands, and Queen of Wands. Now I'm going to clarify about one card. And let's see. The Six of Earth is give some money, time, or effort. New career opportunities, recovering a loan, or paying off debts. Exactly. This is a way of acknowledging about if you're having give some money, if you're having a career, if you're gonna recovering a loan or paying off debts. This is how a way of how it is, but this is how it goes, right? But anyway, um, I hope all of you like this reading. Give it a like, give it a comment, and understand how it is. Okay? So this is how it seems to be. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful time, and I'll see you next time. So this is how it goes. Um, this is what it seems to be, and this is how it is. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful day to all, and this is how it is. So thank you so much. Have a good day, and bye for now. Really, bye.